If you don't know anything about proprioception, it's considered our sixth sense. So we got sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, right? We got all those five senses. Well, the other one is proprioception, which is spatial awareness, knowing where your body is in time and space. So for instance, when you're in Warrior 3, our focus is always on our standing leg. What the hell is our back leg doing? You know, so just because we can't see it, we need to learn to be aware of what it's doing. And this is a skill that constantly needs to be worked on. So after today, when you come back to other classes, you know, kind of check in with your body. What is my jaw doing? What are my eyes doing? What is my leg doing that I can't see? So that's kind of the fun thing about proprioception. So I'm going to be kind of putting some questions in front of you while you're in postures and just kind of having you check in with your body. Okay. So let's start on your back today. And of course, we're going to be working core. All right, so from your back, you can either bring your feet together, knees wide, or if you're feeling a little tight in the hips, bring your knees together and feet wide and just kind of observe how that feels. And if neither one of those variations work for you, I want you to either kind of extend your legs or set up for like a bridge pose legs. Now, no matter where you are, breathe. And if it feels safe and useful, close the eyes. And begin to just hone in on the breath moving in and out of your body. Knowing that everything that you do in class today and everything that you feel in class today is a reflection of your weekend, your choices, your habits, your sleep patterns, how much you've eaten, how well you hydrated or not. So I want you to approach this practice like a beginner. Approach this practice like it's the first time you've done yoga, giving yourself grace, maybe having a little playtime in the process, and also recognizing when breaks are important. Now let's take one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And just begin to physically check in with your breath. When you inhale, what lifts? Chest and then belly, belly and then chest, not necessarily manipulating anything, just observing. Now that we've sent our awareness to our breath, what are the glutes doing? What is your jaw doing? Beginning to systematically check in with your body throughout class and throughout your day. Now with the eyes closed or just gently, softly closed, take your hands to the outsides of the knees if the knees are wide, then press your knees together like a book. Now gently draw your knees into your chest. And with your head still on the ground, just begin to rock from side to side. And if this feels good, cool, linger into a sweet spot. If it feels bad, you know, lessen it, don't move, figure something else out. Now keep a hold of your right shin bone and let your left leg go long to the top of your mat. Hold onto your right shin bone by intertwining the fingers, relax your left leg to the earth, take a breath in, and very gently draw your knee to the right side of your rib cage up to the armpit, off center stretch. Now let the movement come from your shoulders. Take a breath in and pull your shoulders together and drive your elbows down towards the earth. Good, take another breath in and gently pull as you breathe out. Good. Holding onto your left knee or your right knee with your left hand, take your knee across the body to a gentle supine twist. Cactus your right arm and focus on the right shoulder, staying connected to the mat before your right knee. Gazing up or gazing towards the mural to kind of start to introduce that twist into your cervical spine. One more breath in. Pull just a little bit more over to the left side, getting into that spine twist deeper. Okay, bring your knees back into center. Give yourself a gentle squeeze, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Holding on to your left leg, let your right leg go long. Now, if your fingers are intertwined, cross your opposite thumb in front to work both hemispheres of the brain. Breathe in, pull your knee over to the left side of your mat as you breathe out. Good, plug your right shoulder into the mat, drop the shoulder away from the ear, take a breath in, let the movement come from your elbows and shoulders, breath out. Do that one more time, breath in. Gentle pull as you breathe out. Good. Now begin to come back to center. Reach your right hand across the body and send your knee over to the left or to the right, left knee to the right. Again, gazing up to the ceiling to kind of add a little gentleness to the twist, or look to the mirrors. Now cactus your left arm and focus on the left shoulder staying connected to the mat before the right knee. One more breath in. Twist a little bit deeper as you breathe out. And now begin to come back to center, giving yourself one more squeeze. Now we begin to introduce some work into our bodies. So we're going to take that same shape, holding on to the right knee. Let your left leg go long. This time I want you to take your right elbow to the right knee and your left arm straight behind you next to the ear. So the left hand reaches for the walls behind you and your left heel reaches for the mirrors in front of you. Now physically press your elbow into your knee, lift your shoulders and head off the ground, lift your head and your foot off the ground, lift your leg off the ground. Good. Now push into your knee with your elbow. If you can't get knee to elbow, press your palm into your thigh. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring left knee to left elbow. So you get this tiny little crunch as you exhale. Keeping everything else the same on the right side. Inhale, extend left arm and leg back to where you found them. Exhale, draw elbow to knee into the center. Do that 3 more times. Inhale to extension. Exhale to compression. 1 more time or 2 more times. Breathe in. Exhale. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Inhale, extend. Exhale, press. Now press your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows. Soften the jaw. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax everything. Rock from side to side. All right, moving into our left side. So hold on to the left knee. Let the right side go long. And press your right knee into your left knee with your palm or your elbow, whichever one kind of suits your left side better. All right, once you get palm or elbow to the knee, lift the head, lift the right leg, and extend your right arm behind you. Thumb up, pinky up, thumb down. Breathe in, tap elbow to knee, breath out. Inhale to extension. Exhale, elbow to knee, compression. 1 or 2 more times. Breathe in, exhale, breathe out. 1 more, breathe in. Prepare to hold, soften your jawline, elbow to knee for 5, 4, press both into the knees in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Now hold on to the knees, roll up and down your spine and come into a seated position. Now I forgot my block. I'm gonna go grab one real fast. And as you come into your sitting position, your Sukhasana, you can sit crisscross applesauce. Now, if your knees are really high up towards the ceiling, I'm gonna encourage you, thank you, Hannah. I'm gonna encourage you to bring a block underneath your butt. And the benefit of that is it takes your femur bones away from your pelvis. So it kind of alleviates any pressure here, okay? Take your arms up over your head, breath in. And as you exhale, twist, left hand to right knee, gaze over your shoulder. Good, reach up on the inhale. And twist to the other side as you exhale. Good, do that again. Press into your sits bones, reach the arms high. And as you exhale, twist, gazing over your shoulder. 1 more round, breathe in. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Now inhale, arms go up. Take your hands to your knees as you exhale. We're gonna do a seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, pull the heart forward, roll towards the hamstrings. And as you exhale, roll beyond the sits bones into the glutes, dome through the upper back. And do that again. Inhale, pull on the knees, lift the crown of your head high. Exhale, round and tuck, roll past the sits bones. Good, 1 more time, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now begin to just roll over the shin bones, coming into a tabletop, or kick your legs out to the side and find your tabletop. Now, before you introduce any movement here, make sure the palms are flat, fingers are wide, knees underneath your hips, toes can be tucked or untucked. Finding that same cat-cow here, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, send the gaze to the sky. And as you exhale, ripple through the tailbone, draw the rib cage up and in, and finalize the posture, chin to chest, gaze to navel. And do that 3 more times on your own. Feel free to add anything else you need, bending the elbows, extending the leg. Take about the next 10 to 15 seconds to give yourself whatever it is that you need this afternoon. Good. Finishing up in 5, 4, 3, tabletop in 2, and 1. Good. Find that neutral gaze down between your thumbs. Press into the palms, pull the rib cage up and in to activate the core so your low back doesn't feel like a hammock. Now extend your left arm forward and right leg back. Thumb up, toes down. All right. So getting into kind of our proprioception here, I want you to look down at your right thumb. Point your right toes to the earth and square your right hip down to the earth. Good. Now reach evenly through fingers and through the toes. Take a breath in. Now bring left elbow to left thigh and right knee to right elbow. So we're like on railroad tracks. We're not crossing over the body. Good. Inhale, extend everything long. Exhale, elbow to thigh, knee to tricep. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, connect and compress. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Extend everything out. Keep the leg where it is. Set the hand down. And we're going to take your right leg across the body to the left side of your mat. So you're going to actively press into the left heel. Find that cow belly. Drop the belly. Lift your gaze. Breathe in. And as you exhale, round the spine, tuck chin to chest. Now, we can open up the arm, come to your neutral spine, and extend your left arm out to the sky. If this is too much, you can set back into that extended right leg like a tabletop. Reach up through the left fingertips, take a breath in, open the chest just a little bit more as you breathe out. Now come back to center, pick the left hand or put the left hand down, lift the right leg up, breath in, set the leg to the ground as you breathe out. Left side, so left leg goes long and right hand goes forward. Thumb up, toes down. Now you can't see your left foot because you're looking down, but be aware of what it's doing. Toes down, heels press back. Draw the ribs up and in, press into the palm and shin bone. Breathe in. Good. Now elbow to thigh, knee to tricep, breath out. Good. Railroad tracks. Inhale, extend. Exhale, connect. Last one. Breathe in. Exhale, connect and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend on the inhale, set the hand down. Everything else stays the same. Good. Pick the right heel or left heel up a little bit higher. Cross it across the body to the right side of the mat. Take one version, cow posture. Drop the belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round and tuck. Notice where you feel it. Now return to your neutral spine and inhale the right arm up to the sky. And if this is too much, just send that left leg back in line with your left hip. One more breath in. Twist a little bit deeper as you breathe out. Good. Now bring everything back to center. Hand down, left leg back. Breathe in. Knee to floor, breath out. Walk your palms one print in front of where they are. Tucking your toes underneath. I want you to hover the knees into bear pose. So send the hips back towards the heels. Round through the upper back. Gaze stays between the thumbs. Holding here for 5. Down dog in 4, 3. Draw the navel up and in. 2. There it is. On 1, down dog. Take your dog for a walk. Good. Now, if you're feeling tight in your hips, I want you to separate the feet a little bit wider than maybe where you traditionally go. If you're feeling kind of restricted in your shoulders, take your hands a little bit wider. Good. I'll begin to gaze up to the palms and tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of your mat, bending your knees to keep the palms flat for as long as possible. Good. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Press into your feet, reach your arms up over your head, breathe in. Good. Hands to heart as you breathe out. For a moment, close the eyes. And if closing the eyes doesn't feel comfortable or safe, I want you to look down directly at the top of your mat. Lengthen the crown of your head high. Press into the feet to feel grounded. Maybe pick up your toes. Notice your breath after that movement. And we're going to take one quick free flow here. I'm going to go through it about 3 times and then send you on your own for about 2 minutes. This is kind of your creativity part. So feel free to take what I've taught and make it your own or carbon copy what I've taught. So with your feet together, reach your arms up over your head, breathe in. Good. Let's just bring your hands to your heart as you breathe out. Connecting breath to body. Inhale, arms reach up. Hands come to heart. Press your palms together as they come down. One more round. Inhale, arms reach up. Press your palms together. Bring them to the heart. Good. Now inhale, arms go up. Good. And as you exhale, step off of the mat with your right foot, high malasana squat. So toes are forward, hips are back. We won't want the knees to go any wider than the feet. Good. Send the booty to the back of the room. Press your palms together. Knit your ribs down. Lift the crown of your head high. Melt the weight towards your heels. Take a breath in. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Breathe out. Good, mountain pose. Keep the palms in prayer, press them up as you come up. And then Malasana squat, high Malasana squat, moving to the left side. Good, drop the knees in line with your hips. Notice that the knees are flailing out. Can you point your toes forward or bring your feet closer together to get the shin bones over your knees? Take another breath in, press your palms really hard together. As you exhale, sit the hips a little bit lower. Now, mountain pose, press your palms together, reach up, feel the core here. And as you bend your knees forward fold, taking the thumbs down the midsection all the way to the mat. Press your hands into your shin bones and arch your upper back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold down. Do that 2 more times. Halfway lift, arch the upper back, lift the crown. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time, ladies and gentlemen. Inhale, arch. Exhale, plant the hands, step to your high plank. Good. Untuck the chin away from the chest so you have a clear airway. Press your palms into the earth. Can you find your core in this shape by pressing downwards? Begin to shift your body weight forward, looking beyond your mat. Now, option here to come to the knees. In fact, I highly encourage for the first round to come to your knees. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower halfway towards the mat. Holding here for 5, chin away from chest. 4, coming into a high cobra. 3, 2, 1. Hips to mat, lift the back. Good, arch your spine. 1 more breath in. With your toes tucked, go to downward facing dog. Now take your dog for a walk here. And again, feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Now begin to bend your knees, look to the palms, jump, step, or walk, or float to the top of your mat. Beautiful. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Taking that a little bit faster. Inhale, arms go up. Press your palms hard into prayer. Step off of the mat, right side Malasana squat. Press your palms together. Inhale to mountain pose. Palms are still pressing together. Exhale, move to the other side. Press the palms together. Inhale, reach up. Keep the palms pressing together as you slice your body in half. Forward fold down. Halfway lift, arch the upper back. Press your palms to your shins. Plant the hands to high plank. Good. Step back. Shift your body weight forward. Breathe in. Option to come to the knees, lower halfway. Now come into up dog or cobra, squeezing the glutes, draw the heels towards one another. Good. And as you exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. That is our free flow. We're going to take it 1 more time. Bend your knees, look to the palms, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold down into Uttanasana. Reach the arms up, mountain pose to Tadasana with your palms in prayer. Step off of your mat to Malasana squat. Press your palms hard. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, reach up. Pay attention to your hands. As you exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Halfway lift, arch the spine. Plant the hands, step to high or jump to low chaturanga. When you find your upward facing dog, pull the heels towards one another. And as you exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. You have 4 breaths here. Now that is our free flow, ladies and gentlemen, which means you can take that exactly as I taught it. You can change it, you can modify it, you can amplify it. Now begin to bend your knees, breathe in, look to the palms, jump, step, walk, or float forward. Halfway lift to Ardha Uttanasana, arch your spine, legs are straight. Exhale, bend the knees as you fold. Reach up, arms up over your head. Malasana squat to the right side and go. You got 2 minutes on your own. Move with your breath. Good. And I'd like to remind you that there is no right and there is no wrong. But if something is painful, back out. If it's uncomfortable, see if you can stay and breathe for a moment in it. Good. Focus on the palms pressing together in your Malasana. Getting that core, begin to activate those rectus abdominals. Beautiful work, everyone. Move with your breath. Even if one posture requires 2 or 3 breaths, move with that breath. 1 minute left. Good. Toes point forward in your Malasana unless you're going hips below the knees. Last 30 seconds. Where are you looking in your flow? How long are you breathing? Equal inhale, equal exhale. 15 seconds, 1-5, we meet in down dog. Finish where you are. We meet in down dog in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to that bear pose. Squat hips to heels, arms straight. Good. Take a breath in. Good. Stay for the breath out. Inhale. Right knee, right tricep. Straighten your left leg like plank pose. Exhale. Bear pose. Squat back. Left knee, left tricep. Good. Do that again. Keep moving left and right for the next 20 seconds. Try to straighten the leg. Bring knee to tap tricep or elbow. When your knee taps your tricep, what is your back leg doing? When your knee taps your tricep, what are your hands doing? You have 5 more seconds, and then we meet in a forward fold of the back of our mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold, separate the feet. Bend your knees, get your belly as close to your thighs as you can. Allow your head to fall. Take any variation of the arms. Nice work, everyone. All right, so we're gonna start our flow with a little ladder flow that's really grounding. So we're gonna be holding postures for about 20 seconds. So if you want to begin to roll up vertebra to vertebra, you're more than welcome to hang out in your forward fold. Feel free to get some water. So this is a 5-part series. The first time we do the flow, we're gonna hold the first posture for 20 seconds. Second time we do that flow, it's gonna be breath to movement, and then moving into a second flow, we hold for 20 seconds. So all core focus. Now, when we think about our core, it is front, it is side, and it is back. So we're gonna be hitting all parts of those, okay? So when you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. How do you know when you're ready? When you can breathe, okay? How are we feeling, guys? Checking in, we're good? Okay, cool. All right. So we're going to take a posture that we have done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, and then begin to move with intention. So I want you to come forward onto your high plank. So finding your high plank, we're going to be moving into floating onto our belly by way of knees, chest, chin. So this is just a way for us to really begin to hone in on our body here. So I want you to shift your body weight forward, looking at the top of your mat. So you're not dropping your chin to your chest. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your knees to the earth. So that's our first point of contact. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, and can you lower your chest to the ground, keeping your hips off the mat. Once the chest hits the ground, can you tap your chin to the floor? Then begin to slither your hips to the mat, untuck your toes, and reach the hands behind you. Good. On your next inhale, lift the heart off of the mat, lift the chest high, lift the hands off the ground, an option to lift your feet off the ground. Good. Send your gaze down in front of your nose, pull the shoulder blades together. Now our back is working here. We're already in our 20 seconds. Maybe you close the eyes, intuitively move in. Everything that's lifting the front half of your body is engaged along the back line of the body. You have 5 more seconds left. Take a breath in, lift everything a little bit higher, hold 5. We're going to that angry cat back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press your palms into the earth, inhale. Tabletop with cat back as you exhale, and stay here for 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 final breath. Feel free to open mouth, exhale to release some heat. Good. Now begin to tuck your toes. Return to that bear pose, sitting your hips towards the heels, gaze is in front of you. Now for a count of 10, take a breath in, right knee to right tricep, breath out. Come back into that bear squat, left knee, left tricep, and just begin to move there for the next 8, 7, 6, 5. Press into the earth. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, forward fold. All right, so that's our layer number 1. Take a moment here, roll out the wrists if you're feeling particularly sensitive in them. All right, second half, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Walk forward to your high plank. Shift your body weight forward. Take a breath in. Drop the knees as you breathe out. Take a breath in. Pull the heart forward. And as you exhale, lower chest to the mat, then chin. Good. Slither your hips to the ground. Come up into your locust pose, arms behind you. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Come up a little bit higher. Breath in. Hands go to the ground as you breathe out. Take a breath in. Angry cat back as you breathe out. Holding for 5, 4, 3. Setting up for camel in 2 and 1. Arms up over your head. Breath in. Hands to your heart. Breath out. Good. Now everyone grab your block. And we're going to bring this back in later. So bring your block in between your inner thighs. All right. So a lot of times our back does a lot of the work here. Obviously, it's camel pose. It's a back bend. So I want you to see if you can pull your inner thighs towards one another, squeezing that block. And notice how the pelvis kind of pulls under and the ribs draw down. So we're trying to engage the core. Inhale, arms go up. Good. Pay attention to that block. Squeeze the glutes. And as you exhale, cactus the arms and take it into your camel pose. Now, if cactus arm is too much, put your hands onto your low back or bring them to heart center. Your 20 seconds here. Lift your heart upwards. Squeeze your block inwards and breathe. Good. 10 more seconds. Have you lost connection with the block? Have you lost connection with your breath as you go into the spinal extension? Take another breath in. Find that back bend as you breathe out. Good. Reach the arms up over your head. Breath in. Hands go to floor, tabletop. Breath out. Remove that block. Set it aside. Tuck your toes. Bear pose. Sit the hips to heels. Right knee, right tricep. Go for 8. Squat it back. 7, 6. Don't worry if you're on my count or not. 5, 4, 3. Good. Nice active moves here. 2. Finish up on 1. Forward fold at the back of your mat. All right. Take a moment. Breathe in. Let something go. Breath out. Halfway lift to reset the spine. Arch your upper back. Exhale. Bend your knees to a forward fold. Walk forward to high plank. Breathe in. Good. Stay for the exhale. Now shift your body weight forward. I want you to push into your feet. Shift the body weight forward. Drop the knees, then lower down, chest, then chin. Elbows hug in. Good. Find a locust pose. Inhale, lift the heart, maybe lift the legs. Hands go to the floor as you exhale. Press into the knees, tabletop, breathe in. Angry cat back as you breathe out. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, setting up for camel pose. Exhale, squeeze that imaginary block. And as you exhale, cactus the arms. Stay for the breath in, lift the heart, keep the glutes tight, core is tight. Exhale, find that back bend. Inhale, arms come up. This time, take your hands to the mat, come into a high plank and find forearm plank. From your forearm plank, you can come down to the knees. I want you to protract the shoulders, meaning dome your upper back like that angry cat back we've already bound. Good, 20 seconds already on the clock. Shift your shoulders over your elbows. Untuck your chin. Don't cut off your own airway, guys. You have 10 more seconds left. Good, pull the navel up and in, protect the spine. You have 5, nice Jill. 4, high plank in 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog, forward fold at the back of your mat. All right, we getting the gist of what's happening now, guys? Yeah, we got 2 more layers. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Walk forward to high plank. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Take a breath in. Now, can you lower knees, chest, chin with intention? A locust pose or kind of an upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Hands go to the floor. Straight arms. Breathe in. Angry cat back. Breath out. Squeeze that imaginary block as you reach your arms up over your head. Inhale. Camel setup. Squeeze the butt open. Practice the arms. Exhale. Inhale, arms reach up over your head. Take your hands to the ground, then drop the forearms. Step back into your your forearm plank. Stay here for a breath in. Stay here for your breath out. Now start to turn your right forearm parallel to the top of your mat. Drop your heels towards the mural. Don't stack your feet. Keep them on railroad tracks. Inhale, left arm goes high. Or if you need a little support, you can take your left hand to the ground in front of your shoulder and press into the earth. We're here for 20 seconds. Now we're feeling our left oblique here, our right oblique here. So lift the right oblique a little bit more. Find that rainbow shape. Press actively into the hand. Look down if your neck is starting to bother you. Good. You have 10 more seconds. Can you breathe? Now our right oblique is working. What's your jaw doing? What are your knees doing? You have 5, 4, high plank to down dog in 3, 2, and 1. High plank, downward facing dog. Woo! All right, we're going to put all that together and finishing up with our last side, left side. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Roll out the wrists, maybe gorilla pose, maybe ragdoll. Yeah, this is kind of an open-ended forward fold as long as your knees are bent. Beautiful. All right, release your hands. Last round, walk forward to high plank. With intention, take a breath in, knees, chest, chin. Locust pose, inhale, forehead to mat, exhale. Tabletop, breathe in. Cat back, breathe out. Press into your shin bones, come up, squeeze that imaginary block to find stability, breathe in. Cactus your arms, squeeze the butt breath out. Inhale, arms come back up over your head. Bring the hands in front of you. Maybe you drop immediately to the forearms, coming into forearm plank. Breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Turn the right forearm parallel to the top of your mat. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Breathe in. Now take that left forearm to the ground as you breathe out, transitioning to our left side. Inhale, right arm goes high. Press into whatever is touching the ground and observe what that does to your body. Good. Where are your eyes? Our body is struggling a little bit. Our shoulders are working. Our abdominals are working. You have about 5 more seconds. Can you lift the hips higher? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands go to the floor. High plank. Downward facing dog. This time, look to the top of your mat. Jump, step, walk, or float. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Or forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, find that back bend. As you exhale, forward fold. Release the arms up over your head. Inhale, hands come to your heart. Exhale. We are on our feet, right? All right, so we're gonna start our second flow. It's a little bit shorter, more on our feet. So if you wanna grab a sip of water, go for it, but keep your block nearby. How are we feeling, guys? Yeah, we're good? All right. Moving into our second flow, starting in chair pose. You know, we're not going to be in chair too long, but you can, I guess you can technically do a flow without chair. It's just a nice transitional posture. All right. So from your mountain pose, feet together, feet wide. Inhale your arms up over your head, please. Good. Sit into chair pose. I love your enthusiasm. Go. Sit into chair pose. Yes. Press into the feet. Now our arms can be over our head. They can be cactus. They can go prayer hands. The focus is the core and the legs here. So that's where I want you to send your awareness and send your intention. Press the weight towards the heels. Draw or send the rib points. So if the rib points are kind of flailing, draw them down. Good. Nice. Now take a breath in. Drinking bird. Arms go behind you. Heels lift up as an option. Arch your upper back. Untuck your chin. Take a breath in. Sink the hips a little bit lower as you breathe out. Inhale, arms come up over your head, mountain pose, heels down and grounded. Step off of the right side of the mat, Malasana squat. Feel free to go low here. All right. So we all have this magnificent thing that is a block, okay? So if you're noticing your heels are lifting off the ground, I'm gonna seriously encourage you to take a block or two underneath your butt because we're gonna be here for about 10 breaths and we don't wanna be resting into our joints. We wanna let our muscles do the work. So from this Malasana squat, walk your right hand off of the mat and inhale the left arm up to the sky. Turn the left palm towards the windows behind you and now begin to hook your left hand towards the right hip. Walk your right hand away from you. Now I want you to physically press your right arm into the right knee and right knee into the right arm. Notice how that engages your oblique. Good. Press into the heels, lift the crown of your head towards the top ceiling. And as you exhale, twist, holding for 5, 4. Keep pushing knee to tricep in 3, 2, and 1. Now begin to come back to center, hands to heart. Shift the body weight into your left foot. Lift the hips in line with the knees, single leg Tadasana. Arms come up over your head. Good. Flex your toes towards your face. Squeeze the left glute. So a lot of times all of our awareness is in our left leg, but take it to the glute, take it to the core, reach the fingertips up, tips up, breathe in, come into your figure 4 as you breathe out. Flex your foot to protect your patella tendon. Hands come to heart. Now, I want you to press your palms hard together. Notice how that activates the core. Send the weight towards the heel. Arch your upper back. Good. Take a breath in. Sink the hips 2 more inches. Breath out. Now, with your palms still at heart, glue your thumb to your chest. Single leg Tadasana with the right knee coming up. Keep your thumb glued to the heart. Tilt the body forward. Can you find your crescent lunge legs? Tilt the body forward. Keep pressing the palms together. That's going to help you stabilize through your midsection. Once your foot lands, inhale the arms up over your head. Good. Bend your front knee, knee stacks over ankle. If the knee is going past the toes, I need you to lengthen your stance. Good adjustments, everyone. Bend your back knee slightly, scoop the right hip forward. Breathe in, bend your front knee more, breath out. Notice if the rib points are flailing, can you knit them down? Nice, Olympia. Breathe in, sink the hips a little lower, breathe out. Good. Let's find eagle arms on the right side, right arm underneath the left. So when you go into your eagle arms, try to keep your thumbs facing up, bend the elbows, palms can come together, back to hand, elbows to fingers, or a nice big bear hug, wherever you are. Now let's find that back bend. Arch the upper back, lift the arms up towards the sky, look beyond your thumbs, and as you exhale, tap elbow to knee. Good, do that again 2 more times. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good, 1 more round. Breathe in, you okay, Ashley? Good, exhale, elbow to knee and pause. Press elbow to knee for 5, 4, draw the rib cage in. 3, lower the right hip. 2, come back up with eagle arms on 1. Now begin to shift the weight into your foot, find eagle legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together. You can use your right toes as a kickstand to help you find your balance. Just make sure your knee is bent. Good. Everyone take your lower body towards the mural and your upper body towards the mirrors. Nice adjustments. 1 more breath in. Sink the hips a little bit lower as you breathe out. Holding for 5. If you fall out, that's okay. Get back in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend everything. Mountain pose. Reach up. Look up. Exhale. Forward fold. Now your choice to stay in a forward fold or take a flow. Halfway lift. Breath in. Plant the hands. Step to high. Jump to low. Remember, knees, chest, chin is always an option. From your downward facing dog, look up at your hands and travel to the top of your mat because we got our left side. All right, how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We're okay? Word. All right, halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Good. Any variation in the arms. Remember, intention is legs and core right now. Good. Shift the weight towards the heels. Take a breath in. Sink the hips lower, breath out. Inhale. Drinking bird as you exhale, heels high. Now, what are your hands doing? You can't see them. Can you use your mind's eye to spread the fingers? Can you use your mind's eye to lift the arms higher? Being aware of what your body is doing in time and space for 3, mountain pose 2 and 1, mountain pose, breathe in, reach up, malasana squat off the left side of your mat as you breathe out. Good. And again, finding that block. The block is not a cop-out. The block is like your own personal assistant. All right. Now, when you find your block, plant the heels, pull the shoulder blades towards one another if you can. Actively press your elbows into the knees. Now walk your left hand away from you and your right arm up to the sky. I want you to press your left knee into your left tricep. Feel your left oblique. Reach your right arm high, breathe in. Turn the palm towards the mirrors or windows behind you. Hook your thumb or hook your palm around to your left hip. Now, our attention is probably on our feet and on our hips, but can you press knee into arm? Be aware of what your body is doing, even though you're not looking at it. Hold for 5. Press knee into arm, harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. Now begin to shift the weight into your right foot. Coming into single leg Tadasana, left knee comes with you. Yes, big transition here. Take a breath in. Good. Take a breath out. Breathe in, hands to heart, breathe out. Press your palms together like there's a grape between them and you're trying to get all of the juice out of the grape so you end up with a raisin. Breathe in, figure 4 as you breathe out. Don't do anything more than this, okay? So we're trying to take it back to the primary movement. Hips go back towards the heels. Knit your ribs down. Press your palms together. What does that do to your body? 1 more breath in, sink the hips a little bit lower, breath out. With your hands at heart, glue thumb to heart, stand up, single leg Tadasana. Press your palms together, glue the thumb to the heart, crescent legs, step it back. Good, tilting the body forward to find that leverage. Once you land the feet, inhale, arms go up. Good, feel free to roll out the wrist if you need it. Right, lengthen your stance. Everyone can add about an inch or two to their stance. So walk your front toes forward without moving your back foot. Good, nice, Joe. Joe, can you bring your heel over your toes and then walk your back foot towards the back of your mat? One more breath in. Sink this a little bit lower as you breathe out. Now let's find your eagle arms, left arm underneath. Good, move slowly. You got this, nice. All right, elbows are in line with your shoulders. Thumbs are away from your face. Ashley, can you bring your elbows together? Yeah, there we go, good. Now let's find that back bend. Inhale, squeeze the right or left glute. And as you exhale, tap elbow to knee. Keep the left glute engaged, that's your focus. Inhale, lift up to that back bend. Exhale, squeeze the left glute, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, squeeze the left glute, tap elbow to knee and hold for 5, 4, 3, there it is, 2 and 1, come up, keep the arms where they are, eagle legs. Move slowly, press into your right foot, cross thigh on top of thigh. Send your lower body towards the mirrors. Everyone lift your elbows up a little bit higher and try to find your left eye, just the left eye. Breathe in, melt the hips a little bit lower, breath out. Now release, arms overhead, extended mountain pose, breathe in. Optional flow, forward fold, breath out. Feel free to hang out in a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, breathe out. All right, so we're gonna take that flow one more time, breath to movement. All right, begin to bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat, jump, step, walk, or float. You guys are doing great, by the way. I'm proud of you. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, let's get it moving. Chair pose, inhale, move slowly. Don't just fling the arms up. And as you exhale, can you pull the arms back, feeling every muscle begin to work. Mountain pose, inhale, arms go up. Malasana squat, step off of your mat, hands to heart, high or low. Good, now we have our choice here to introduce crow pose or open up the arms or stay exactly as you are. So if you wanna take your crow pose and you already have a practice in it, feel free to take it. If you wanna have a practice in it, you all have your block, and I found that the block is a great place to use in your crow pose. So it lifts up your hips in line with your knees. Take your knees to the triceps, look forward. Good, and this may be where you go. When you have more weight in your hands than your feet, that's when you're officially in crow pose, and you can start to lift legs up, set them down, whatever feels good on your body. You have 5, 4, bringing your toes to touch, in 3, 2, Malasana in 1, very nice. Now start to shift the weight into your left foot. Single leg Tadasana, arms go overhead. Use your core to lift your right knee. Flex your toes towards your face, breath in, hands to heart, figure 4 as you breathe out. Again, find that raisin. One more breath in, melt the hips a little bit lower. Keep your thumb connected, single leg Tadasana, press your palms together. Now, as you exhale, send your right leg back and use your mind's eye, your proprioception, to notice when and how it lands. Inhale to high crescent lunge, breath in. Bend your front knee, knee over ankle, breath out. Find your eagle arms, right arm underneath the left. Lift the elbows up high, send the gaze with it. Squeeze the left glute, and as you exhale, tap elbow to knee. Do that one more time. Inhale, find your back bend. Squeeze the right glute. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Come back up on the inhale. With control, start to step into your eagle legs. Good. Now I know the legs are doing a lot of work, but lift the arms. Send your right hip to the back of the room, please. Arch your upper back slightly. One more breath in. Melt the hips a little bit lower, breath out. Release, arms overhead. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Optional flow, optional rest. Take your journey, pick your journey. Good. Once you hit that down dog, ricochet right to the top of your mat, because we have left side, last side, and then I have one more strength building drill, and I'm going to cool you guys down. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. The lowest chair you can get into. Inhale, chair pose. Good. Drinking bird. As you exhale, notice what your arms are doing. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up, look up. Exhale to Malasana squat, left side. Again, find that block. Find that open arm twist. Find your crow. Or realize that there is beauty in stillness, that this is the posture you need. This posture can be really challenging, especially if you sit a lot. Our bodies aren't made for this shape based on our everyday habits. So just give yourself a little grace here. Embrace that mindset of the beginner. You have 5 more seconds. Feel free to take it wherever you need to. 5, returning to Malasana. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, shift the weight into your right foot. Single leg Tadasana, move slowly. Now, hands to heart. Press your palms hard together. Figure 4. Flex your foot. Keep pressing your palms together from the heels to the tips. Breathe in, melt the hips a little lower, breath out. Now with the hands still at heart, single leg Tadasana. Tilt your body forward. Now with your mind's eye, send your leg back into your crescent legs. Move slowly, let those muscles activate. Beautiful, high crescent lunge, breath in. Bring the knee forward over the ankle as you breathe out. Good, go to eagle arms. Left arm underneath the right. Lift your elbows up, find your left eye. Arch your back, squeeze the left glute, inhale. Tap elbow to knee, exhale. You guys look so good. One more time, squeeze the left glute, breathe in, tap elbow to knee, breath out. Return to your eagle arms, come up to crescent legs, shift your body weight forward. Can you move just as slowly coming back as you did forward? Squeeze your inner thighs together. Good, find your left eye. Another breath in. Weight goes towards the heel of your leg. Can you wiggle the big toe of your standing foot? There it is. One more breath in. Sink the hips lower, breathe out. You guys look phenomenal. Extended mountain pose. Let all that shit go. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold. Plant the hands, step to high plank. Take a flow or meet in downward facing dog. All right. So drop to the knees just for a moment. We're going to do one final strength building exercise, and then we're going to move into our cool down. All right. So we all got our block, right? So we're going to take this block again between our inner thighs. And the nice thing about this block is like this, I can hold the block without really doing any work. Okay. But as soon as I energetically pull my thighs in, notice what it does to my pelvis and my core muscles. So that's what we're going to be going for. So we're going to take in our camel pose, whatever version, hands to heart, whatever you want to do, but the focus being that block. Okay. So from there, we're going to actually transition into a flow from high plank to low plank, high plank to down dog, all while pulling the block inside or internally squeezing the block. All right, so come on up, grab your block. And you don't have to do this. You don't have to try it. You don't need the block. If you feel like this is hard enough without the block, this is just a really unique way to begin to engage like your pelvic floor muscles, to begin to engage your lower abdominals. So come up into your camel pose, Ustrasana. All right, any variation in arms. So before you go in the arms, I want you to close the eyes and pull the inner thighs towards one another. Keep the eyes closed, pull the inner thighs towards one another. And then as you pull the inner thighs towards one another, notice what that does to the chain reaction, to the front line of the body, right? All right, now set up for whatever camel arms you want. Cactus, prayer on your back. All right, don't lose that connection with the block. Maybe you keep the eyes closed. Take a breath in and find your back bend as you breathe out. Good. Now use that proprioception to know that the block is being squeezed. Lift your heart, breathe in. Take it to a little bit deeper back bend because you're ready, breathe out. Good, now bring the arms up over your head, inhale. Take the hands to the ground. Keep a hold of that block. Can you roll into your high plank? Good, begin to shift the body weight forward, breath in. Option to come to the knees, chest, chin, or lower halfway. Then begin to press back up into your high plank, downward facing dog. Isn't that fun? Yeah, so fun. It's all about perception. All right, last time. Slowly drop to the knees. Good. Come up to your camel setup. Just for a moment, close the eyes. And I want you to not squeeze your block, okay? So just kind of like, just let the traction of your leggings or your shorts hold the block. All right, now with the eyes closed, squeeze the block in with the thighs and notice how that changes your body. Notice if it changes your body. If it doesn't change your body, that's okay. You're not failing at yoga. You just haven't awakened those muscles yet. Now take your hands to your low back or to the heart or to overhead. Yogi's choice. Have you lost connection with that block? Breathe in, back bend, breathe out. Good. Focus on lifting up and then going back. Squeeze the block. Core is engaged. Are you breathing? Hold for 5, 4. Don't lose that connection of the block. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Good. Take the hands to the ground, continuously holding that block. Shift your body weight forward, high plank. Take a low chaturanga. Press back up to high plank. Downward facing dog. Drop the block. That look so funny, guys. All right. Now begin to roll forward to your high plank. Good. Option to go to the knees. Count of 5. We're going to bring our belly to the mat, lowering down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have 2 back bends. Okay, 2 back bends. Take your arms out to maybe cactus arms or T arms, or reach your hands behind you for a unique challenge. Press your palms into the earth. So everything else lifts except for your palms. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift chest and lift legs, but press your palms into the ground. Where are you looking? What can you soften? What can you work? Good. Let your body do the work. Let your breath kind of stabilize you. Hold here. Quit wondering when I'm going to get you out of this posture. Close the eyes. Turn inward. What can you work? What can you rest? Check in with your body. 5. Can you come higher? 4. Yes, you can. There it is. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse Savasana. Look towards the mural. 1 more back bend, guys. If you want a challenge, even more of a challenge, because I know you guys love it, okay? You can always grab your block and take the block behind you. And again, squeeze that block like the grape is inside the block now and you're trying to get all the juice out of it. All right, last round. Back bend for 20 seconds. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, hell yes, we can. All right, I love your enthusiasm. I haven't even started yet. Inhale, lift up on the exhale, squeezing the block, pressing into the palms, arch the upper back. Good, what are you looking at? Your back muscles are working. What else is working? What can relax? Good. Pull your inner thighs towards one another just a little bit closer. Soften the muscles in your jaw. Holding for the last 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you come higher? 6. Yes. 5. Live in that place. In 4. Nice, Eric. In 3. Child's pose slowly. In 2. And 1. Send your hips back to child's pose. Take a moment here to capture your breath. I'm going to go get our lavender towels. From here, just roll over onto your back. Send your legs straight up to the sky for legs up the wall pose, sans the wall. Roll out your ankles. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way you face. Now keep your left leg in the sky and put your right foot to the ground, like bridge leg. So bring your foot to the floor. There it is. All right, with your left leg up, I want you to cross your left ankle over your right knee. And the first thing we go to is we go and grab our thigh, and that kind of like, I don't know, takes away the opportunity for the muscles to engage. So with your head still on the ground, I want you to pick your foot, whatever foot is on the ground, I want you to pick it up and then drive your knee and your ankle towards your heart. All right, so hips are on the ground. We're going into a seated figure 4, supine pigeon. Good. Don't grab the leg yet. I want you to see where your body can go without the assistance of your hands. Physically press knee into ankle, ankle into knee. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now go for the bind on 1. Threading your hand below the calf muscle. Thread, grab the hamstring or the shin bone. Now, if your neck is really straining here, it's a beautiful place to put a block underneath your head. Now, can you press the back of your head into the ground and find the cervical spine, the arch in your cervical spine? Roll more weight towards your left hip. Take a breath in. Pull a little bit more breath out. One more breath in. Use the combination of legs and arms to get the deepest stretch that your body requires. Holding for 3, holding for 2, holding for 1. Everything stays the same. Set your foot to the mat. We're going to take a figure 4 bridge pose, but if you don't want to do the figure 4, put both feet to the ground. Take a breath in. Lift up as you breathe out. Good. Now our focus right now is maybe our left hip flexor opening up. Can you send your awareness to the heel that's on the ground? Drive your weight into that heel. Untuck your chin away from the chest. Press the head into the ground. Hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Release the hips. Release the feet. Rock the knees left and right. All right, now send the opposite leg. We're all kind of on different legs here. So send the opposite leg straight up to the sky. Roll through the ankle. Cross ankle over knee. All right, now before you go for the grip, I want you to pick the foot off the ground and drive your knee to your collarbone. And with every inhale, stay. And every exhale, use your muscles to drive the knee closer to your body. Do that one more time. Inhale. How close can you get it? By simply using your strength for 3, 2, go for the bind on 1. Yes. Now begin to observe any differences from this side versus the other side. I'm going to be walking around with frozen lavender towels. If you don't want one, give me a little wave, please. Dankeschön. Stay here for one more breath in. Press your head into the ground as you pull your knee to your chest as you breathe out for 3, 2, and 1. Everything stays the same. Just set your foot to the ground. Optional figure 4 bridge pose, or both feet to the ground. Ready? Breathe in. Press into the foot. Lift the hips. Good. Try to untuck your chin away from the chest. Press the back of your head to the ground. Now our focus is probably on our hip flexor, but can you send your awareness to the heel that's on the ground? Holding here. Press into that space for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down. Unravel the legs. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Now, if you'd like to go into happy baby or any kind of just kind of hip opener here of your choice, feel free to take it. I'm going to give you about the next minute to kind of do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay. So if I wasn't in class, what does your body need right now? Over the next, let's say 10 seconds, start to make your way into your Savasana for today. Did I miss anyone with the lavender towel? No? Okay, cool. These final moments are for ourselves. The world is continuously happening around us. And we have to learn how to kind of let it go that we're not a part of it. Because what we're doing right now is filling up your cup. Over the weekend, oftentimes we give our energy to our friends and our family. And by Monday, the energy needs to be given to our coworkers or anyone else that we kind of talk to every single day. This is the moment in your life, in your day, where none of those people really matter. The only thing that matters is you. And I understand that guilt can sometimes come from that mentality, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. So as we lie here, pretty much where we started, the death of our yoga practice and setting up for the rebirth of the rest of our day. Now with the eyes closed, begin to scan your body. The epitome of proprioception. Being able to see your body in time and space, exactly as it is. Allowing the eyes to soften. Imagining your eyes way heavier than they actually are and kind of fall towards the base of your skull. And notice if you're clenching your jaw or pressing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Can you begin to let that go? Can you melt your shoulders away from the ears? And begin to take your mind's eye to the abdomen, noticing how the belly rises and falls. Not attaching any importance to where it originates or how long it is, just kind of observing where it is. Notice how the hips open up as the toes fall to the side. Notice how with your palms facing up, your shoulders open up too. I encourage you as you lie here in your Savasana to go through that little checklist. Eyes, jaw, shoulders, abdomen, hips, knees, and feet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to leave you this afternoon. If you have any questions or concerns or anything that maybe you need a little further explaining, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Amanda. If you have any questions. Until we meet again, the light in me honors, sees, loves, and respects the light in you. Go in peace, friends. Namaste. Whoops.